Hi everyone! Welcome to week 4. We're almost halfway through the term, which is very exciting. It's going quite fast. I wanted to start off this video introduction with an apology. I was not as active in the main discussion board last week as I should have been. My main focus was in the 3-2 discussion, which was the the final project art selection. It's really important that you select your pieces early and that you select them well. You don't want to make this project, this final paper, more difficult than it needs to be. So that's why my focus was in that 3-2 discussion board instead of the 3-1. Continue to send me your questions. If you have concerns about the two pieces that you are thinking about focusing on, or if you're not sure where to find resources or anything like that, just send me your questions and we can figure it out together. I just want to reiterate that when you're choosing these two pieces, the two pieces should really share some sort of theme. So there has to be some sort of commonality for you to compare and contrast. If there's no shared theme or idea or subject matter, then it's going to be extremely difficult for you to, 1, write your paper, and 2, organize it. So definitely send me your emails with questions about that. Now, let's jump right into things. Last week we covered 3 different styles. That was neoclassicism, romanticism, and realism. And I really felt like everyone had each different style nailed down, and the inspiration behind each style nailed down as well. So I think everyone did a really great job with that last week in the discussion board. This week we are covering a bunch more different styles. We'll call them the isms. We're going to be talking about expressionism, impressionism, primitivism, cubanism, a lot more isms, and your book does a pretty good job of touching upon each one, but doesn't really dig in to any of them because there's so much to cover. In your discussion board this week, you're going to pick one of these isms and really dig into them and figure out what was the inspiration behind them, what was going on at the time. And if you look at the example that I posted for the discussion board this week, I chose expressionism. So I first start out with explaining what expressionism is and then how it applies to my piece. The piece I chose was an opera by Berg called Wozzeck, and it's a extremely complex, disturbing piece, but at the same time amazingly beautiful. So that's the piece that I chose to focus on, and I talk about how it does fit into this ism, and then I go into a short description of the piece, a short description of what Berg's trying to depict and how he depicts it, how he uses music to really depict what's going on in the text and that relationship. And then I talk about what's going on at the time and how it's different from the music that came before it. So it really places this piece in context. And it's kind of like a mini assignment, a mini version of your final project. And that's what I'm really seeing these discussion boards as, is preparing you for your final project. So I don't just want you to talk about your reaction to the piece that you've chosen. I want you to place that piece in historical context and talk about maybe the inspirations around that piece, what the composer or artist is trying to convey, how they're conveying it, how it's different than other things, how it's similar to other things, and how it fits into this time period. It may seem like a lot, but it doesn't have to be long, but it really will help you prepare yourself for the final project. So that's really how I'm seeing these discussion boards. So if you have questions about that, let me know. I'll have grades posted from last week by Wednesday. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. And remember that in week 5, so next week, your investigative essay is due. So you really want to make sure, again, that you nail down those 2 pieces for your final project, and you may want to start looking ahead to the investigative essay rubric and reading through what the expectations are there, since you have a lighter week this week. As always, I mean, if you guys have questions about grades, potential pieces for your final project, expectations from all of you, anything concerning the class, just email me and let me know. We can set up a time to talk on the phone, we can talk through Skype, anything like that. Just, I want to make sure that everyone is on the same page and that we're getting through this course together. That's really all I have, so let's have a great week. Bye!